Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm actually shooting 2 videos today, and I decided to shoot these 2 videos separately because I have something to show you guys. This is all the things that I use in applying for my German passport, and I have decided to come here to talk about it with each and every one of you. I want to discuss it with you, and I want to show you the things that I took with me and how simple this could be. I don't have my Nigerian passport here. It's somewhere, and I don't know where it is now, so I will just talk about it. So guys, this is the way I took my file to did I say welcome? Thank you to all my beautiful subscribers. God bless you. So today we are going to be talking about the documents that you need in 2023 if you want to apply for German passport. The first thing that you need is your country's passport. Yes, let's go about it. And I want to show you guys all the things that I used, all the things that I submitted for the German pass. And yeah, these are all the things that they gave me, all the information to Abgabe, the Loyalität, Erklärung, blah blah blah, all the Gericht, all the Gesetz, everything that you need to know if you're applying, and blah 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 blah, all those things are here. These are the my copies that I have to go through. I don't even know that if I read all this. If I promise you that I read all these things, just know that I'm a big time liar. So guys, the first thing on the list is your country's passport, your form of identification, which include your birth certificate. So this is my birth certificate, and it is I'm going to cover it. This is my birth certificate. I couldn't get a birth certificate, so I went to Nigerian Population Commission to get attestation. Hey, I went to get, hey, God in heaven, attestation. I had to get attestation of birth, of course. This is what I got, and this is what I use as birth certificate, and this is the original copy. And they will ask you to translate it. So you are actually going to go to a lawyer, not primarily a lawyer. I think there are people who does this. Yes, there are people who does this, and you go to them because they have to stamp it. They have to make sure that it's someone who is allowed. There are people that have the license to translate documents in Germany, so they have to make sure that it's such people. So this is the original copy, and this is the one that is translated to German. Yeah. So the second thing that I submitted is my B1 certificate. This is my B1 certificate. Yes. For those of you that be thinking that, hey, Lewo, this girl, she does not know book. She does not know book. Let me just show you. See now. You see, I passed. See, I passed. Yeah. So I used, the first thing is my Nigerian passport. The second thing is my Geburtsurkunden, which is my birth certificate. I didn't get birth certificate, so I got this attest of birth. God help me. So the third thing that I needed was my 3 months loan appraisal, your pay slip. So I've gotten 1, 2, and 3. So you need 3, not more than 3. That is what you need. Then, because I have done Ausbildung, so I submitted my Ausbildung certificate. This is my Ausbildung certificate. I submitted it. I submitted a copy, 2 copies. I submitted the certificate, and I submitted my school certificate also, because when you finish your Ausbildung, school is also going to give you Schulabschlusszeugnis. So you also get a certificate from the school that you attended. So I also got this living in Deutschland. So this is living in Deutschland, like I was telling you. I also submitted this to them. I also submitted that I have done an integration course certificate. I also submitted this integration certificate. So guys, that is all that I submitted. So basically, these are all the things that I submitted in 2023. These are the things that you need. So one of the things that changed in 2023 is in 2022 or before now, they will ask you to submit Lebenslauf. They will ask you to submit Lebenslauf. That is written, you use your handwriting to write. So if you write this, they are not collecting it anymore. There is a particular form that they will give you to ask you normal things, and they are not collecting passport photograph anymore. These are the things that they're not going to collect from you anymore. They're not collecting passport photograph. They're not collecting Lebenslauf anymore. I want to be able to cover my address. So this is what I wrote, all the things that I wrote, but they did not collect it. So things have changed. So when they gather all this, when you go there, you gather all these things. And if you want to apply for a German passport, it's advisable that you have someone to talk to, because you have someone that will cross-check. The first time I did the application, I think it was during Corona period, I sent it through email. I filled the form. I made a lot of mistakes. And the form these days is no longer that big form. I think in 2023, if you're applying, the forms are not much. If you don't have a family, if you are applying as a single person, these are the only things that you need. If you're not applying as a married man or a married woman, yeah, that is the time that you're going to fill form for everyone that is living inside your household. But if you are applying as a single person, you are applying just for yourself, the things that you need, you don't need Lebenslauf again. This Lebenslauf, thank God, you don't need it anymore. You don't need it anymore. In 2023, no more Lebenslauf. They don't take it. They're not collecting before you attach one passport photograph. They're no longer interested in that. So those are the things. And then if you are in a big city, it's a bit different because you need appointments. I live in a very small village. Which does not have a lot of, I think the population here is not more than 2,000 people living in where I live. So, and these 2,000 people, I don't think 1% are foreigners. I don't think 1% of people living in my city, I don't think they are foreigners. They are not. So they have time, the office is not occupied. So the process is faster than if you are living in a big city. So I just went there that day, and they said, oh, that the old form is old, and they took the old form, tore it, and gave me a new form to fill. So the new form is really easier to fill, is really easy, and the demand and the request of the things that they are needing. If you have not watched my first video, which I showed you the things that have changed in 2023, go ahead and watch that video. It is very important that you see before you see this particular one that I'm talking to you now. So after filling the form and giving it to her, if you came here as an asylum seeker, of course they're going to ask for your documents. And yeah, they will also make sure that your passport is not expiring in the next 3 months. And one of the questions that the woman asked me was if I had a copy of the reason I was given a resident permit in Germany. And that is where I got very smart, because I didn't want to hand it over directly to the state where I live. Guys, when you're applying for a passport, you have to be very vigilant, and you have to know that these are your private matter. I have lived in this city for the past 8 years. Yes, 8 years, and the things that I don't really want my state to know is some of the things that I had with Foreign Office, with Ausländerammt. I didn't want it. I know that they can request for it at any time, but for them to ask me for it, that means they don't have it. You know, so what I did was, when they asked me that they needed this paper where the Bundesam said yes to my asylum, I told them that I didn't have it. Of course, I had a copy, but I told them that I didn't have a copy, and I asked her, why do you need it? Why do you need such things? She said, because they are going to send my Antrac, they are going to send my documents, all the things, that my application form, they are going to also send it to the Foreign Office. And when they send it to the Foreign Office, there's every possibility that the Foreign Office will request for it. So I told them that if it is the Foreign Office that need it, the Foreign Office has, excuse me, a copy. They have a copy of such documents. Okay, so because if I send it to them, they will read it in the start. I didn't want that. I wanted it. So I told them, like I told the woman that if the start needed it, they can call it from they can request for it from the Foreign Office, like approve. She said no, that it is Foreign Office that could request for it. So I told her that I should not worry. So if they ask you, I'm just giving you a tip, if they ever ask you about things like that, ask them that, tell them that they have it in the Foreign Office. So if they are the ones sending it to the Foreign Office, or the Foreign Office also has it, so they don't need to bother. So the lady told me that, okay, they're going to go through it, and if I qualify, they are going to send me some amount of money to pay. Of course, the amount they are going to pay is in the form, is here. And they are going to ask me to pay part of the money, and then when it's finally out, then I can pay the rest. I said, okay, no problem. So that is how we went. They have all the documents, and I will be expecting. And she also, you fill your number, you will fill your email address. At the end of the day, if they have anything, they want more certificate from you, if they want more answers on anything they'll need from you, they will also call you back to request for such things. So that is it. It's not much. They are not needing the whole thing. The only thing that they need these days is not much. So if I didn't have living in Deutschland and I had my school certificates, which I got, and also have my Ausbildung certificate, of course, it would have still gone. So if you haven't watched my first video, go back and watch that video. That video will help you a lot. Thank you so much, guys, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.